Is Kageyama's excuse that, like, yeah! Well, no, he can't say Togoku showed it to him between those events because she's gone. Because, I mean, since she's aware of everything, she's not going to question too much or pry too much, I feel like, at this point, especially since she seems to have her own objective. I don't know. But anyways, I feel like since she pried so much with, like, Kamiya in the first timeline and stuff like that, I don't understand why she wouldn't pry more with Kageyama for, like, hey, so if you already knew this very vital piece of information from Togoku, and it's not possible for you to have learned that, like, in between, you know, outside and now. I don't know. Do you get what I'm getting at? Like, I don't know. It's hard to organize my thoughts on this. That explains it. The world is set to help us catch the culprit from the get-go.
ミステリー小説の冒頭にある登場人物一覧のようなものじゃないかな。
Yeah, there's just like a list of characters that shows up at the start of a mystery novel.
だから、ここに名前のないロー君は犯人じゃない。ルール設定上、それだけは無理なんだ。
Which means that Lokun, whose name isn't here, isn't the culprit. It's impossible for him to be, based on the existing rules. Lokun definitely seems suspicious. When he's that hostile towards everyone, it's no surprise for anyone to suspect him to be the culprit. But Lokun isn't the culprit, which means...
ロー君以外の僕ら8人の中に犯人がいるということになるね。
Someone else. Someone among us 8 is the culprit. There's a murderer among the 8 of us. Honestly, I don't want to believe it. Kamiya-kun, Lokun, and Togoku-san, who isn't with us anymore, likely already realized this possibility. I'm sure Kamiya-kun is already doing something to conceal that fact. That's why his actions have been so strange and contradictory to what he'd normally do. Yeah, so I guess we don't know. You know, we couldn't even begin to suspect, because the Kamiya that Kageyama, when I say we, I mean Kageyama got to know. Everybody, really. Everybody in the group got to know. Is not... Okay, it's confusing because Sai Kamiya's personality got adopted by Saya Kamiya in the real world, but then Sai Kamiya disappeared, so that Saya Kamiya is left behind. It's a very confusing set of circumstances, but anyways. It's possible that Lokun is threatening him too. If only I was able to show this to everyone earlier today. I might have been able to help lessen the burden that Kamiya-kun has to shoulder himself. Despite learning about the truths of the situation, Nikaido doesn't seem the least bit fazed. Right? And like, normally it's like we don't question it. It's like, oh, she's just so cool and calm and collected. That's just her personality. So like, it's not weird that she's not bothered by this. Nah. We've seen her get real fired up about certain things and press issues on certain matters, so. Unlike me, she seems to be quite indifferent despite hearing all that. Her demeanor is awfully strange. Oh! Kageyama's actually pointing it out. He's actually saying, hey, that's kind of weird. All right. As cool as Nikaido-san can be, in a situation like this, which is shaking us to the very core, isn't she just far too calm? Oh, I'm actually really glad that he's picking up on this. I was like, oh, you know, anime characters, stories, sometimes they gotta just pass by on that thing. It's like foreshadowing. Later you pick up on it and go back to it and you're like, whoa, that was kind of weird. It was foreshadowing.
Nikaido-san, もしかして知ってたの？僕らの中にその犯人がいるって。
Nikaido-san, don't tell me. You knew that the culprit is among us. Actually, what I just said earlier is kind of contradictory, I guess, because I cannot organize my thoughts today. Holy cow. We know at this point that she knows everything that's going on, so it makes sense, obviously, that like she's so cool and calm and collected. So it's not weird to us as the player. So it's not like I'm saying I'm surprised about that particular aspect. I guess more that other characters, I don't know what I'm going for. I don't know. I'm sorry. My brain is absolute mush today. Let's continue. What? So she's admitting it to Kageyama in this alternate time. Okay, so she admitted to Togoku that she was the culprit, or like rather Togoku found out and approached her about it. And she was like, yeah, right, so like, can you kill me now? So was that in this timeline? I'm getting so confused because, okay, main timeline. Togoku does not approach Nikaido, I think, and she instead chooses to go directly to the safe. And that's when everything goes down. So then, in the alternate timeline that shouldn't lead to what we're currently experiencing, that's when Togoku approaches Nikaido. So I guess that technically didn't happen in this iteration, I guess. Yes, well, to be perfectly honest, I did know.
知ってた。それは推理で気づいていたということ？
You knew? Then, does that mean, you figured it out?
いいえ、そういうことではないの。推理なんて必要ない。だって。
No, that's not what I mean. I didn't have to deduce anything, because...
犯人は
Oh!
私なのだから。
Yeah, okay, she's just... Because I am the culprit. So she's pulling off a similar thing. As far as we know, this hasn't happened to her yet with Togoku, so... Okay, so what are we supposed to do with this information now?
現実世界で人を殺めたのは私。あなたたちはそれに巻き込まれているだけよ。
The killer in the real world is me. You were all just caught up in it. The words that Nikaido-san speaks are far more of a shock than the list of suspects displayed on the billboards. Well, I'm still confounded from what she just said. Nikaido-san continues.
影山くん、一つお願いがあるの。
Kageyama-kun, could you do something for me? Kill me!
私のことを
Oh god.
殺してくれないかしら。
She's really ready to end. I guess, okay, they'd brought up several times that she can't end the universe and the conditions of this place herself. So I guess, and maybe I guess she's not allowed to just straight up tell people unless, well no, she's technically telling us without us having figured it out. So maybe she approaches it when there seems to be any sign, any glimmer of quote-unquote hope, very, very dark version of that, a glimmer of hope of, like, her goals being achieved. She'll just be, like, jumping at the chance, because she can't do that herself. Oh my god. Could you please kill me?
何を言っているの？二階堂さんを殺したなんて。
What are you saying? Me? Kill you?
いえ、何も影山くんが直接私を殺すという話ではないの。
No. You don't have to kill me yourself.
詳しいことは言えないけれど、私はおそらくある特定の人物の手で殺されなくてはならない。
I can't say why exactly, but I think I have to die by someone's hand here.
そうでなければ、きっとこの世界は終わらない。
If not, then this world isn't going to end.
だから影山くん、私に協力してくれないかしら。影山くんがうまく誘導してくれれば、その人物は私を殺すと思う。
So Kageyama-kun, can you cooperate with me? If you can lead them right, whoever it is should kill me.
だからお願い。私は早くこの世界を終わらせてしまいたいのよ。
So please, I want to end this world as soon as I can. Nikaido-san speaks without pause. Though her expression remains the same, her words have an impact.
二階堂さんが犯人なんてそんなはずないよ。
Nikaido-san, you can't possibly be the culprit!
いえ、犯人は私よ。
No, I am the culprit. Sometimes, I do wonder what Nikaido-san is thinking, and there have been times where I've thought of her as scary. However, Nikaido-san is not someone who would kill. So my heart tells me, Nikaido-san isn't like that. My memories have been a haze since coming to the Chronos world, but even if I can't remember, I know!
違うよ。絶対に違う。二階堂さんは犯人じゃない。
You're wrong. Absolutely off the mark. Nikaido-san, you aren't the culprit!
二階堂さんだけじゃない。僕らの中に犯人なんているわけないよ。
No, it's not just you. The culprit isn't any of us here! I know this isn't logical, but I'm convinced. Not a single person here would be willing to harm another. I may be an incapable coward, But at the very least, I didn't want to stop believing in my own friends. Nikaido-san is not the culprit. But why? Why would she ask me to kill her? As for the possible reasons why...
二階堂さんはもしかして誰かをかばっているの？
Nikaido-san, are you trying to cover for someone? She's trying to act as if she's the culprit even though she isn't. That's likely to protect someone. She's trying to cover for someone somehow. I don't have any basis for this, but that's just what my instinct tells me. This time, I don't want to run away. If Nikaido-san is under duress, then I want to help relieve her of some of that pain. I want to atone for how I wasn't able to do anything to help Kamiya-kun earlier today. But Nikaido-san's expression doesn't change in the slightest. I doubt someone like me can fish out Nikaido-san's true intents.
あくまで私を疑いたくないということ。
You absolutely have no intention of doubting me? Nikaido-san doesn't flinch even an inch, but her tone is slightly troubled.
影山くんは優しいのね。
You're so nice, Kageyama-kun. You're so nice. That sentence sparks my memory. In the past, too, Nikaido-san had told me those very same words. Triggering a memory? It was in elementary school. Oh, we're getting our flashback. I'm a little worried. When the characters get their flashbacks. I think that's when they go bye-bye. I'm getting a little worried. Hello! Since I met Kamiya-kun back in 4th grade, my entire world has greatly expanded. Kamiya-kun pulled me up from the corner of the classroom where I was hiding in and brought me to the world outside. He put me in the student council, gave me my job as the treasurer, and let me meet so many new people. The secretary, Morozumi-san, our advisor, students who came for advice, and Kamiya-kun was also the one to introduce me to Sakurai-kun and the others on the rooftop amusement park. My life changed completely in the span of just a few months. As someone who'd lived like a wallflower, my life was soon filled with so many more people. I'm always thankful to Kamiya-kun for giving me so much, and for Sakurai-kun and the others who have so graciously taken me in. But no matter how things change around me, I myself haven't been able to change in the slightest. I think you've changed. I think you have. I guess the big pivotal change moment is if we choose the true route path, but...
最近ね、お姉ちゃんからお菓子の作り方習ってるんだ。
I think he's a good kid. Not that we've had much to base off of from his childhood, because we haven't seen too many childhood memories of all of them, and him particularly, but even then, you can't say you haven't changed at all, okay? I'm sure you've grown stronger, wiser, alright? Kyosuke! My sister's been teaching me how to make sweets lately!
今度その成果をお披露目するから楽しみにしておくように。
This time, I'm gonna show you what I can do, so look forward to it!
本当？うん、楽しみにしてるよ。ユウの作ってくれるお菓子はすごく美味しいからね。
Really? I can't wait! I'm sure the stuff you make will taste great!
こちらスピーチの草稿です。
Here's the draft of your speech.
神谷くん、次回の全校集会ではインフルエンザに関する注意喚起をしてみてはいかがでしょう。
Kamiya-kun, maybe we should issue another reminder about the flu this next school assembly? That is hard to say.
いつもありがとう、モロズミ。すごく助かるよ。
Thanks as always, Morozumi. You're a big help.
いえいえ、別に構いません。
Oh no, it's nothing at all.
神谷くんのお役に立つことこそが初期である私の生きがいですから。
As long as I can be of use to you, then that's my purpose in living. That's intense. That's so hardcore. That's so intense. Seriously, Kamiya-kun, a little scary. Like, we found out more about them. We found out more about their backgrounds. So they're less scary, they're less shady, they're less culty, but it's still kind of culty. Gotta say, Morozumi's like, I will literally die for you, and kind of same with Kageyama-kun, honestly. So a little bit terrifying, but I guess, you know, that's how friendship is. Once you level up your friendship, I will now be willing to die for you, so it's great.
すべての裏方仕事を私に任せてくださっても構いませんよ。
I'm just curious, so Kamiya-kun obviously made a very big change in Kageyama's life. I'm kind of, well, I'm sure we'll find out later. I'm sure we're going to go through each character, but I'm kind of curious what the relationship between Kamiya and Morozumi is, because Morozumi obviously has a very extreme feelings towards Kamiya. So I'm kind of curious what this feeling of gratitude came from.
You can leave the behind the scenes work. You can leave the behind the scenes work to me. I would be more than happy to do it all.
Machikoji-kun often rode the go-karts. He found the thrill lacking, so he's having a fun chat with Tolgok-san about whether she can modify them.
Well, just leave it to me. With my mechanical know-how, I can get you 10 times the horsepower, enough for you to pull off even wheelies.
In our grade school days, we would always assemble at the rooftop amusement park. Machikoji-kun always so lively, Togok-san who gets carried away, Momono-san in her cheerfulness, Sakurai-kun with his kindness, Morozumi-san who does everything she can for Kamiya-kun, who shows his appreciation for her help. Everyone is so alive. Even though Kamiya-kun looks a little tense in the SC room, his expression here is so serene. Just looking at it calms me down. I think it's thanks to the gentle atmosphere that pervades this rooftop amusement park. Here, no one restrains themselves, but I still find it difficult to join their circle. I came all the way here, but here I am, sitting quietly beside Kamiya-kun again, just staring blankly at everyone else. I want to play with everyone too. I want to learn more from everyone, but I still can't find it in me to take that step forward.
というわけなんだけど、影山はこの辺の文面についてどう思う?
So, that said, Kageyama-kun. I said that weird, whatever. What do you think about the text so far?
すごくいいんじゃないかな。
I think it's really good.
おや、影山くんいたんですね。あまりに動かないので、
Terrible.
不出来な置物かと思ってしまいました。
You were there, Kageyama-kun? You didn't even flinch, so I thought you were just some sort of tasteless decoration.
Wow. Dude, he's got low self-esteem issues already. You girl, you are not helping. That's straight up, that's legit bullying. Like, she's still doing it in high school, and it's like, again, haha, fun, characters, silly, exaggerated caricatures, you know? I get that. They're fictional. But honestly, also, mean. Extremely unhelpful, terrible.
ごめん、何も言えなくて。
Sorry for not contributing. It's not like I can't think for myself. It's just that when I am asked for my opinion, I retreat, like a turtle hiding in its shell. I take a deep breath. Changing yourself sure is hard. Habits that have had years to settle in are quite hard to root out. No matter how nicely everything is set up, if I can't change myself, then it's all for nothing. Kamiya-kun and Sakurai-kun both know my cowardice, and so they hold back on pulling me in too hard. It's like they're waiting for me to step in myself. I feel so pathetic, having them adjust for me. As I sigh, I look over to one of the benches. There sits a girl, quietly painting something. She's the last one to join us, Karen Nikaido. She's part of the wallflowers like me, but she's also an entirely different type of person. She doesn't pay attention to anyone else, all in a world of her own. I looked up to her cool, solitary self. Though she can be distant, it's a far cooler look than my weak and timid self. I often find myself thinking, if only I could live in my own world too, unconcerned about everyone else's gazes. But I was wrong to think that. I was wrong to think that Nikaido-san had no interest in others. That day when I was heading back from the bathroom behind the bench, I took a peek from behind Nikaido-san. I was curious to see what she's painting. I thought it was something stylish, done in a unique style, but my prediction was entirely off the mark. We haven't heard too much about her art stuff, right? Maybe the sky? I think it was like, oh, she likes painting the sky and she won some exhibits or something like that. What Nikaido-san was painting was all of us, aww, playing in the rooftop amusement park. It was so delicate and detailed. Each of our features was so accurately portrayed. Despite Sakurai-kun's gallant expression, his fist is clenched below. The gesture clearly conveys to me the weight and desperation in his responsibility as a leader. Really, that that little clenched fist portrays all that to you? Look, I'm sure, like, he is a very observant person. They have been hammering that home this entire game, but it feels like, you know, the caricatures or archetypes of those people who go up to art exhibits and they're like, clearly, it's like you know, a singular dot, and like, clearly this means the deepness and the infinite, you know, weight of life and how it all circles together. You know, that's kind of what that feels like to me. But anyways. Though Togok-san is portrayed as a carefree girl, the way she holds tightly onto Patty expresses the timidity of a lost child. See, you can tell all that? You could tell that? You sure you ain't just reading too much into that? Morozumi-san is by the side, telling Matsukoji-kun off with a stern expression. However, her lips are in a smile, as if to say that she just can't hate him. I feel like she just legit probably hates him, though. Through the paintbrush, Nikaido-san expressed everyone's innermost selves in a casual, everyday scene. What drew my eye most, however, is her depiction of Kamiya-kun. The Kamiya-kun she painted looks delicate, with an ethereal smile. There's that word again, ethereal smile. Nikaido-san was even able to capture Kamiya-kun's other side that he rarely shows, the one past his gallant and dignified persona. Nikaido-san can't possibly have no interest in others. There's no one else who is as observant of everyone else than she is. How about yourself? How about yourself? You read so much in that. Look, it's true. She captured that. You don't even know if she actually intended that, though. You might just be interpreting the artist's work different than their intentions. But anyways, I feel like you two are on par with each other if this is accurate observancy here. She just simply doesn't try to make contact by herself. She's like me. Though one-sided, I immediately empathize with Nikaido-san. Both she and I are timid, I'm sure. Though we want to join the circle, we can't get near.
どうしたの影山くん
What is it, Kageyama-kun? Nikaido-san turns around, having sensed my presence.
She sensed it. She's like a ninja. She didn't even have to turn around or hear anything. She just sensed his presence.
いやすごくいい絵だなって思って
How did you know I was here? How did you sense my presence?
It's nothing. Just that it's a really nice painting.
そんなことないわただの絵よ
Oh, don't be silly. It's just a painting.
いい絵だよ
No, it's wonderful.
よかったらなんだけど二階堂さんの絵たまに見せてもらってもいい
If you're okay with it, do you mind letting me see your works once in a while? I felt a sense of beauty in her art, which reflects the same sort of world that I see. As if to say to myself, it's okay to see the world this way. Nikaido-san, though somewhat puzzled, agrees to my request.
こんな絵でよかったらいつでも
Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. That was so short compared to the translation.
If you're fine with something like this, feel free to look anytime.
This is so sweet. Honestly, this is such a wholesome connection between the two. Okay. Nikaido just, you know, before everything went down, she just seems so... Her voice is so soft and vulnerable, and she's so approachable. You know, if Kageyama approached her, she was like so into it. She was so welcoming. It was very sweet.
Since then, I'd been having Nikaido-san show me her paintings from time to time. I would go up to Nikaido-san painting on the bench by herself and take a peek at her work in progress. I love her paintings, because the way she views things is very much like mine. Watching everything from one step back, but when you look further, she manages to get deep into the heart of the subject and expose their true self.
I'll reveal your true form!
She wants to get closer, but can't. And so, she watches everyone from a distance. Observe for long enough, and you'll be able to peek even into their heart. So her style of painting shows when she finishes her works. Perhaps Nikaido-san was originally a cheerful, passionate sort of person? I think that to myself sometimes whenever I look at her work. She's normally cool and aloof, but when she paints, her emotions can sometimes come to the fore. Sometimes sad, sometimes happy, sometimes painful, sometimes joyful. And whenever she paints Sakurai-kun, her brush seems almost agitated.
You can tell all of this. You watch her and you can tell all of this. God damn, dude. How high of a skill level is your observancy? Skill level 100. God damn, dude, that's crazy. You can tell all this? Damn, dude. These two, probably the most terrifying to be around. The most terrifying and crafty to be around. If they both truly, we don't know the 100% truth behind Nikaido. And I guess, well, Kageyama, as far as we know so far, you know, wasn't involved in any sort of killings. We don't know everything yet, but if he were the true killer with, like, a lot of malintent, and they combined, they teamed up, game over. The world would end. That's it. Game over, dude.
It seems like she has fairly strong feelings for Sakurai-kun, and I can tell that by the agitation of her brush whenever she's painting him. Just as I'm grateful to Kamiya-kun, maybe she also feels very thankful to Sakurai-kun for bringing her into the group. No, maybe she's actually...
Making a lot of assumptions there, buddy.
I can't believe someone as cool as Nikaido-san has that side to her. It makes me a little happy. I end up chuckling.
どうかしたの影山くん。私、何かおかしかった？
What's wrong, Kageyama-kun? Did I do something strange? Oh no, it's nothing. I'm just having a lot of conclusions and assumptions in my head, and I just laughed at myself after that.
ごめん邪魔して。そうじゃなくて、今日は二階堂さんの調子が良さそうだから、こっちまで嬉しく。
Sorry for disturbing. It's not that. Just that you look to be in good spirits today, and it's a little contagious. Suddenly, I hear someone shouting.
ねえ、京介。今度の日曜日なんだけど、映画一緒に見に行かない？
Oh, snap, dude.
Hey, Kyosuke! You wanna go watch a movie this Sunday?
Oh, snap. What's gonna cause more agitation in the brush? Here we go.
今 CM やってる子犬のぬいぐるみが動き出すやつ。私あれ見たいんだ。
You know, the one with the puppy plushie that moves around and stuff in the commercials? I really want to see it!
Is that based on something real? Puppy plushie. A stuffed dog that moves around. I have no idea what this could be referencing. I'm sure it's something very obvious. The first thing that pops in my head that they're definitely not referencing, because that's not for kids and it's not a movie, is this anime called Paranoia Agent. I really, really like it. Highly recommend it if you just like psychological thriller stuff. But one of the first people that shows up is a girl who is the, designer for a little puppy plushie thing. And at sometimes it shows it moving around and animated and stuff like that. But anyways.
京介、ついてきてくれない？
Could you come with?
映画？いいよ。行こう。
A movie? Yeah, sure. Let's go.
本当？やったー！見終わったらパンケーキ食べに行こうね。
Really? Woohoo! Let's go have pancakes after we
お
watch!
姉ちゃんにすっごく可愛いお店教えてもらったんだ。
My sister showed me this really cute looking place! Momomo-san is asking Sakurai-kun out on a date, it seems. She's the type to openly display her emotions, while Nikaido-san and I are the total opposite. If only I could live like she does, but anyway. I glance at Nikaido-san's expression, because I made a bunch of conclusions and drew the, you know, connections in my head that she's in love, so I gotta see how this plays out. It's so juicy. Will she be okay, even after seeing all that in front of her? Her expression remains as collected as ever. I can't get a read of what's going on inside. As always, she remains entirely stoic, only ever showing her emotions through her paintings.
それにしても、子犬の映画か。ねえ、カレン。
Snap.
That puppy movie though, huh?
Hey, Karen! Dude, Sakurai, what are you doing? She asked you on a date, and then you're gonna invite another girl to the date? Oh, man. Oh, snap, dude. I'm stuffing popcorn in my face right now, my dude.
Nikaido-san looks up, having been called by Sakurai-kun.
カレンも確か犬が好きだったよね。よかったら映画一緒に見に行かない？
You like puppies too, right, Karen? Do you want to watch the movie with us?
That moment, I'm sure I see it. Nikaido's eyes sparkle with joy, for just the briefest of instances. However, she...
いいえ、私は行かない
Oh,
わ。
dude.
No, thank you.
She's being, like, considerate. She doesn't want to ruin the date. Oh my god, dude.
そっか。
Okay.
And he's disappointed because he wanted her to go. Oh, damn, dude. Look at this love triangle. Holy cow.
ごめんなさい。
Sorry to turn you down. She just bluntly refused Sakurai-kun's invitation. It seems like she was just being considerate there. Momono-san would prefer to watch the movie together with just Sakurai-kun, I'm sure. A while after, I asked Nikaido-san.
いいの？二階堂さん、桜井くんと映画行きたかったんじゃ。
Are you sure, Nikaido-san? Didn't you want to go watch the movie with Sakurai-kun? Also, that's messed up, dude, because, okay, so, first of all, Yu is like, oh my god, you want to see the movie? And Sakurai's like, yeah, cool. Hey, Karen, you want to go? If he wants to invite Karen, he should invite Kageyama. He's standing right there. Who does that? I wouldn't do that. So, like, okay, his reasoning was that, hey, puppies, you like puppies. Want to go watch the movie? And maybe he assumes Kageyama might not have... Who doesn't like puppies? But anyways, maybe he assumes it's not up Kageyama's alley. Even then, I have friends who like, and I do the same as well, I will invite them or they will invite me to see things even if we know or have a feeling that the other person might not be entirely interested in the genre. You never know. They might want to go. They might be feeling up for it. Like, it doesn't hurt to invite them. So, extremely rude that he did not invite Kageyama. Anyways, that's just kind of messed up. I wouldn't do that. I don't know anybody who would do that. That's messed up, dude. Anyways, next slide.
映画には興味がないの。
No, I have no interest in movies.
本当に？
Really?
ええ、本当よ。
Yes, it's true. She nods, then casts her eyes down.
それに、私なんかがいたら、せっかくの楽しい外出は台無しになってしまうわ。
Besides, if I went with them, their fun outing would be ruined. Yeah, so it was really out of consideration. That's crazy, man. Looks like Nikaido-san lacks confidence in herself. She probably thought people shouldn't be with someone like me, or something. Even though if, with a little courage, she could stretch out her hand and get closer to them. Even though she could have so many more people around her. Buddy, you gotta take your own advice, okay? It's almost vexing to see Nikaido-san like this. As if I were any better. Okay, yeah, he recognizes that. It's like I'm seeing myself in her. It's so worrying.